Okay. Looks like we're ready to start. All right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Arcagus, and we're back for another episode of Stationeers. It's Sunday morning here in Taiwan, 11 a.m., so I'm starting a little late. But it's been a very restful weekend, very restful holiday. We're on day 4 of what is a 6-day holiday. Well, technically it's only a 4-day holiday, but because of work and other logistics, we got an extra couple of days off in our household, at least. So there's that. But this is what we've been working on. This is what we're calling the furnace box, where the furnace is going to reside. You can see the front end of the furnace here, and then this space around it is where we're going to build our circuitry, our controls, to manage this advanced furnace setup. This is a long time coming. We've been working on this furnace since about day 75, and we're on day 242 now. So, yeah. Let's just keep it going. So let's get us some housings. We're going to need 2 of these. We've got 1 housing to manage the furnace itself, and then we've got 1 to manage the hash IDs for the different kinds of alloys and super alloys that we're going to be making for this thing. Okay. So I would have to close off this frame, which I'm fine doing, actually. go ahead and close off both of these frames now. And we can completely close them off. Whoops. We're not going to be running anything through them. Okay. Yeah, we don't need any more. Oh, we got 3. That's fine. Okay. We're going to have a button here. But I want to be able to see these guys.
Waste tank caution.
Waste tank caution. Okay. We're going to move this valve as well. I don't want it inside the furnace box. We'll put it here. Okay, and open. No, we'll leave it closed. Ideally, we should never have anything in the liquid pipes. We're going to place these up here. Make sure the orientation's correct. Let's just get out in front. Okay. 1 and 2. We're going to color code them. Green is going to be for the hash. Red is going to be for the furnace. Okay. Go back over here. You, processor, memory, you can go in there. Okay. Now we want a button. Okay, we want 4 of these switches. Let's go get our waste tank done. Oh, down to 1 kPa. That's good. That means that we're staying ahead. How many we got? What was that explosion? I heard an explosion. What? Why? What exploded? This water pipe. Why did this explode? It's the temperature. All right, we're going to go turn you off, turn you on. Let you, wow, that's not doing much at all. Temperature's falling fast. Why is the temperature falling? Okay, it's fighting to stay over 1 degrees now. Temperature slowly coming back up. I need to go get a new battery. As long as we can stay above 1 degree. Let's not lose you. Okay, if I turn you on, you gonna stay on? Yeah, okay. So it should stay on now. And it should remain on until it brings it back up to about 16 degrees C. How much water pressure is in here? There's 193 liters. We've got plenty. What's the... Let's change this. .05. How's that affecting temperatures? Okay, that's good. Should be coming on and off. It's a little too good now. Let's try a new setting. 0.0, not 0.25, 0.25. Okay, that's working better. We're getting a lot of water back, so we still have some in reserve. I don't know how much we lost. Hopefully that was the only failure, though. I don't see... There's some happy faces in there, but not all. So we need to go run into the greenhouse. But right now, man, I don't know. I want to see that. Yeah, on, off, okay. So we should be maintaining 16 degrees again. And maybe that was it. We just had the pressure down so low. It showed 0, which it shouldn't have been. It should have been 0.0 1, not 0.01, I believe. So maybe I hit something and that just basically turned the pressure down all the way. Let me see, the Harvey's working in there. So yeah, let's go get our battery for our suit. Let's go check on the Harveys. And we're going to have to eat and drink soon anyway. And then we'll get back to this stuff. We got... All right, we got our 4 switches. So we'll... got an extra housing. Did I turn this off? I guess I did. Oh, that reminds me. We need to fix... I guess it can go here now since those are up there. That'll be the button to select. That'll be the dial to select. There'll be a console here, so I'm going to pull that one down here. And then...
Hydration critical.
I hope the console can still go here. I want the lever there. All right, and then this is going to be another lever. Right there. Okay. Let's go take care of our hydration critical.
Oxygen low.
We need to rebuild our, what do you call them? Our solar panels. We need to rebuild those since we just had that storm. Seeding, fruiting, seeding. Okay. Turn on the light. Let's recharge our suit since we left our suit charger on. Suit storage. All right. We left everything on in here. One, two, three, 4, 5. There we go. Okay. We've got a grow light. Let's take that grow light with us. And some potato seeds and some more potato seeds. And some more potato seeds. Okay. Let's take some soybean seeds in there too. We want to incorporate that into the code. Okay. How are you doing? 100%. 0 waste, 13 megapascals for air. Let's go ahead and take you to go. Okay. And let's head into the greenhouse.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Oxygen critical.
Okay, now this grow light wants to be attached to something. Maybe I want to do this like this. No, we're going to have to come in from this angle anyway. Okay, we'll worry about that later. We're not here for that. These are barely growing. And if I'm right, it's because of poor illumination. This is the device. This is the plant. It's light deficient. It's not getting enough illumination. Okay. We got a seed here. Got a seed here. We haven't finished those. Okay. You. Poorly towards seating. Poorly towards seating. Poorly towards seating. Let's see if those grow. Okay, so everything's happy again. All right. So we have one seed left. Actually, we don't need the seed for the code. We can just write it without it. Okay. And soybean seed. Are 1783004244. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to check seed. Okay. So now we check to see if the import is occupied. And BQ R0 to S potato. We plant. BQ R0 S soybean plant. Otherwise, we jump back to start. Okay, so instead of plant here, we're going to go to check seed. And there. Now we can have an approved list of seeds that we use in the Harveys. And it'll just take whichever is available in that slot. Eventually, we're going to have the capability of sending the seeds that we want to the Harveys so that it just plants whatever seed we send it. But for right now, we want to see if it's going to be smart enough to recognize, okay, this is a soybean seed, we're approved for that, we'll plant that. This is a potato seed, we're approved for that, we'll plant that. This is a wheat seed, those are special, we won't plant that. I just want to make sure the code is smart enough to manage that. It looks like it is, but until we have more seeds to work with, we really don't know for sure. But we will, library, save this to Harvey Auto 2025. We will confirm and we will export. Okay. So we will take this. Looks like you're on your way. Oh, you're ready. So we'll go ahead and put you in here. It should recognize that you're a soybean seed, not a potato seed. And it should say, yep, that's good, I'll plant that. Yeah, it shouldn't be taking this long. HDA 07. HDA 07. What's going on with HDA 07? It's there. It's set up. Okay, HDT, HDA. Occupied minimum. Check seed. HRV, HDA. Okay, so here's checked if it's occupied. It's BEQ. Did I use the right function? Branch to line C if A equals B. If R0 equals S potato, R equals S soybean. Did I use the right soybean? I mean, yeah. 1783004 HRV. If equals S potato, plant. If equals Ruby, plant. Otherwise, start. Oh. And then, yeah, this doesn't need to be here anymore. Excuse me. That doesn't need to be there anymore. Library. Save. Confirm. Export. There we go. And everybody's happy. Except you. You need a seed. I guess there's nothing wrong with packing extra seeds in these guys. Okay. I have no idea how many of these. There's 20, 48, 58. Oh no, there's a lot. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 8. 118. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. If I'm reading that correctly, it looks like there's 118 potatoes saved up in there. We don't need these. These are just to help me figure out what IDs are processed and returned by these guys when they're in use. Let's make sure we didn't drop any lately, because it was dropping some before. All right, we're good. We're ready to get back to work outside. What's the composition here? We're up to 60%, or we're down to 60% CO2. We're up to nearly 40% O2. So, yeah, we may need to more proactively filter out some of the back pressure in here. But for now, I think it's good. Okay. And batteries are great. We're drawing in more energy than we're consuming in here, which I think is amazing because we're doing a lot in here. All right, let's get out of here.
Oxygen low.
Let's recharge our suit real quick. Top off on fluids and nutrients. Okay. Helps if we turn it on. Okay, we're ready to get back to work. 87%, that's fine.
Oxygen critical.
Yeah, it's not critical. You just took a breath too soon after putting on your helmet. Okay, we already set up the switches over there. We need a sensor. Okay, you're gonna go right here in the middle. Need 2 active vents. Do I not? There's a pressure regulator. I don't need that. It's a wall cooler. There's a passive vent. I think that'll be fine. You know, it really doesn't have to be insulated pipes for this. Whoops. I'm just gonna get some regular pipes. Let's get the active vents. Need 2 of those. What's this? Oh, pipe radiator. That was for... Oh, I still have it on me. There we go. I'll put that back. Let's go set you guys up on your buddies, with your buddies. Actually, yeah. No. Okay, that's good. What's the temperature in there now? Nice. Yeah, the temperature for the for the nitrogen pipe was getting a little high. It was up over 47. So 26 is a nice normalized level now. And that probably will continue to cool over time. Okay. There's one more pipe I need to run. Oh, please don't intersect with anything. Good. Come on. This is going to need radiators as well. And it will feed into this line. Okay. I should get another ladder. Or just move you. That works. Okay. Oh, we have our active vents, so you guys will go in the furnace box. Let's see, one here. And one here. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Let's see if I got it right. Oh, I'm one off. Yeah, I'm one off. No, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Where's the third one? 1, 2, unless this required more. All right, 3 more. Two more. So it was only 2 off. That's right. I was 1 off because it was 1 further away from the edge than I was calculating, and then 1 extra for that T-junction that I forgot to account for. Okay. So we need more insulated pipe. You need more steel for that. Okay. We want this to go a little bit differently. Honestly, I want it to go even more differently than that. If we can get off the ladder. Get. Okay. So that's the output. Okay, this should be enough for a while anyway, for a little while. Already regretting putting that there. Okay. All right, so our output is hooked up. We missed that jump. Okay. Okay, so these are okay like they are now. We have a dial. The dial will be used to select the ingot we want to produce. The ingot will be shown here. So I should move that console down. Oh, the glass. Yeah. Okay, this will go here. Hash display. The glass is on me. Okay. Let's wire this up. All right.
Waste tank caution.
Wait, what? Okay. All right, let's name these guys. All right, so your button commit. Your dial ingot. Your console. Actually, your CM hash. Your ICH hash. Your ICH furnace. Okay. Okay.
Power low.
What are you called in the code? We called you. Yeah. Okay. Library, Advanced Furnace 2025, save. And confirm. Now, eventually, you're going to go to the furnace IC. Let's go ahead and print out those two IC chips. Need two of those. How long does it take? It takes a while. Let's go take care of our waste tank. Let's take a look at our water supply. We're up to 15 liters again. Temperature's running a little high now, though. Zero 0.01. Oh. Need some stairs there or something. Got one. Wait, I thought. All right. I guess they don't stack. Which makes sense. They're all meant to be pretty much unique. But I figured an unmodified IC10 chip. Can we paint these? Yeah, we can. All right, this one. Okay, we now have our feel like that should be a color too. Probably red. All right, let's check our names. Ingot dial. Should be dial ingot. ICH Task. Okay, status light, we haven't put that in. Lever flush, we need to put that in. Library, advanced furnace 2025. Confirm. ICH furnace, yep. Okay, so that is dial ingot. That is lever flush. We don't have code for the other lever, right? Because that's going to be separate. I don't see it in here. Yeah, it doesn't have it. Doesn't have the button in here either. Interesting. All right. Need a data disk. Where are all my data disks? I know I got some in the hab, but I'm supposed to have some out here too. Let me go over here. Tired of being sleepy. I'm so ready to recycle all this stuff. Okay. Stick you with you. Actually, there. Okay, 0, 0. Oh, we need more water filters. Not you. We need medium H. Okay. Go ahead and get 2 of those. That's why there was back pressure building up in the return line. We couldn't filter out the steam and water. Okay. Yeah, pressure's kind of high now. The majority of it is going through steam.
Hydration critical.
Hydration critical already. Let's take care of our hydration. Why am I still getting so sleepy? I got a long day ahead of me, too. Okay. Oh, that's what does it. Okay, we're at 4 stars on food. If I drink more water now, yeah, I go to 175%. Okay, so the better quality your food, the more hydration you can fit in your body. I don't know. Okay, we'll finally figure that out. It's been a while since I've been able to make French fries. Okay, 100%. We're almost fully reset there. Yeah, we don't need to go in the greenhouse.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Okay. We have our ICHs. We have our pressure and temperature monitor for the furnace. We have our console display. We need a data disk. I don't know what happened to my data disks. I really don't. I had 3 of them. Oh, it's in one of these, isn't it? They're both in here. Why are they both in there? All right, you are going to read from ICHS once it has code to read. Okay. So I need to set that first. All right, that's lever flush. This is lever purge. Okay, those are wired up. And then they just need to tie in. Okay, everything's hooked up. Okay, what's left? Oh, we have that pipe we have to put back. Come on. All right. And then this is the input pipe that will be assembled from these two. Okay, so I need 2 pipe analyzers. Come on. All right, 2 pipe analyzers. I thought I printed some out already. That's a pipe valve. 1 volume pump. Oh, we don't need a volume pump. We need... Oh, we do need... We need 2 volume pumps. We need 1 more. Oh, turbo volume pump. No, I'm sure normal volume pump is fine. We may not be able to make the turbo pumps yet. Oh, we can. Okay. Helps if you take it. Did we not grab the other one? So, you will go here and here. How about like this? All right. The volume pumps will be in here. Well, they're going to be programmatically controlled, right? So let's have one like this and one like this. This way we don't have to worry about the wiring. It's not actually going to be this one. It's going to be this. Yeah. Okay. And then those both feed into Hey, well, careful. This stuff is... Yeah, this stuff doesn't need to be here. All right. Sorry about that, kitty. Okay, we got a three-way junction like that. All right, we got coolant coming in here, fuel coming in there. Let's color code those. Wish there was a light blue paint. It would be helpful. Okay. We need... Yeah, we need a pipe analyzer on this. So we need at least one straight. So what we'll probably want to do is move this down a bit. No, we'll move these over. Okay, so the pumps will go there. Anybody see the other pump? There it is. All right, those are the pumps. They will tie into the wiring there. Okay, that ties those in. And finally we need for the pipe analyzers. 1. Two.
Caution.
Waste tank caution. Okay. We need to tie this fuel into the wiring as well. That's done. All right, gas mixer, we need to rename that. GM fuel. PA fuel. PA coolant. VP coolant. VP fuel. All right. I need to get a drink here in a sec. Okay. Did I not? Okay. No, they're painted. Did I paint the wrong thing? Maybe, maybe not. All right, so we have our volume pumps, we have our pipe analyzers, we have the sensors, we have the buttons, we have the switches, we have the dial. We need 2 more consoles. Are you kidding? I'm just thinking. I need a drink. I'll be right back. What time are you guys going to the hair salon? Hungry? What'd you say? What's wrong, babe? All right. All right, we are just about ready to fire this thing up. Let's see. So we've got lever flush. Oh, we need a light. And that's probably it. We need to put in a light. Waste tank critical already. It's amazing. Can't I make that? I thought I could. Okay. Need a wall light. Is it an LED? I think it is LED. And we need to wire that in. Okay, and the name we want for that is light status. All right, let's take a look at this again. All right, light status, gas mixer fuel. We changed that to GM fuel. PA fuel, PA coolant, VP fuel, VP coolant. Okay. Let's commit that. Let's confirm that. Let's double check. Dial ingot, lever flush, advanced furnace, button commit. We've got, this is going to be vent 1 and vent 2. GS furnace box. VP coolant. VP fuel, PA fuel, PA coolant, GM fuel. I think we're ready to close this. Okay, we need 2 more consoles. Because of the lever, they have to go. I want them parallel to each other. All right, so we need 2 gas displays. Gold. And there. One, 2. All right, gas display. And then we need some glass. So usually I don't have glass on me. I think because I emptied the stack. Yeah, this is the full stack. All right. Now, can these read from a gas sensor without a reader? I think they can, but we'll double check here in a second. Let's just put this in our inventory. Let's not put that back. Take you. Plug into you. Oh, I didn't wire them up. All right. Light status, jam fuel. CM has CM. Oh, that's the console monitor for the shoot import pin, shoot outlet, IC's furnace, IC's computer retro VP coolant. I don't see the sensor. GS furnace box. Okay, so apparently you do need a reader. Just trying to figure out how I'm going to get. So I guess what I can do is, since it doesn't actually need, oh come on, that way. That's what it goes in. That way. It needs to face that way. And then the output goes there. Okay, so I can do this. All right, now the sensor can it has to be on this side then. Oh, this sucks. All right. It's fine like it is then. And the reader will have to go we need a reader. We didn't have a spare reader, did we? Nope. Oh. Not good. Okay, this thing can go here. It's a logic reader. Cannot put it next to the lever. This is going to be ugly as hell. What was that beeping? Looking for GS. I have to rename it. GS furnace box. Okay. I just want to get this done. What am I doing wrong? Wait, this only goes this direction. To go there, it doesn't go this direction. Oh man. Maybe I didn't need that after all. Waste taking caution. I'm so sick and tired of waste taking caution. That thing is in caution all the time. Alright, now let's toggle you. I want to see if you see. Yep, you see it now. We're going to do temperature. We didn't need that. Okay. So a simple misunderstanding. Maybe because of my tiredness. Got you on your temperature, minus 50. That's right. You're reading GS furnace box pressure. 2 kPa. Okay. Now we have a purge. I might change that to a dial and just have the furnace box manual. Well, let's take a look at Barsil's ICH, his hash code first. We haven't really done a lot of factoring with that yet. Okay, we will commit this. Okay, we'll commit this to the furnace. And then let's take a look at Barsil's hash code. It's this one here. Okay. All right, so it's got commands for event 1 and event 2. First thing we need to do is we need to define some of these. So hash furnace IC, we're going to change that. Let's put it above this. Define FIC. We're calling the hash, the IC housing hash HIC as opposed to ICH because ICH is already IC housing. So to keep the naming convention similar, we're going to call this FIC instead of ICF. And it's labeled ICH furnace. Okay. You've got the dial in here as 5545 4524 8804. Come on. And that is still a dial, so we're happy with that. The dial is called let's make sure we need what? I thought I would change the waste tank. I'm so sick of this freaking waste tank. Maybe I didn't change it this time. It just seems like I changed it because I change it so freaking often. Okay, so like I was saying, let's check the code. We want to know, okay, ingot dial. Yeah, that's what we want to change. So, define DI hash dial ingot DI. Oh, there's no amount to dial. Okay, so he's got things in here that aren't in the original schematic. There's an amount dial now. So we're going to define that as DA hash dial amount There's a furnace sorter? Yeah, he's got all sorts of things in here we didn't have accounted for in our original design. Okay, this is going to be DI. This is going to be commit. Define BC. Button commit. Let's check his hash for the button. 498. 4918. Eight, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. Button. Okay. So we're good with that. He's got lever as 122048 4876. Lever. Okay, we're good with that. And for vent, minus 1294 53144. That's an active vent. And then alias hash db. I don't like that. Hash should be a reserve word. It should not be a variable. We'll stick with it for now. This is going to be DA. So what is he using for override? What is silo CD? Okay, so override is the flush. Why is it called override then? In his schematic, he just called it flush. So is override something else? All right, so this is FIC. F1 minus 128473777. 128. IC housing. ICH. Oh no. All right, so define ICH. Okay. What is link? There's a lot of stuff we need to, it might be easier to just start over from scratch, but logic memory. Okay, so there's logic memory in this. Let's define V1, not 1, define V2, it's 1 o'clock already. A1, 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 A2, A2, A1, A2. A1, A2. There's an O2 analyzer. Is this code cut off? Surely that's not the last line of code. Oh no. So I think we're cutting off some of the code with our definitions. All right, let's cancel. That sucks. Let's re-import. Is hash IC. Let's take a look at the bottom of this code. Yeah. So we're not going to be able to optimize or refactor this. GM fuel. So he's got analyzers here for oxygen and volatiles. call this one PA02. PA H2. Okay, ICH furnace. What is a silo CD? It's a button. So this loads into the setting for the button. Is the setting for the button. This is blowing my mind. I want to do this the optimal way, but I can't. I can't fit in the definitions I want to fit to simplify everything, and I've got to fix every one of these references in the wrong way. Well, the least optimal way. Of course, air tank low. I still don't know what this override is. It's not the flush, it's not the vent. So I don't know what this is supposed to be. So I don't fault Barcel at all for this. He was maintaining this for quite some time. Only recently he stepped away, and it. God damn it! We gotta get out of here. He's had to step away from the modding scene for medical reasons. I don't know how long, or if he plans to return. Fucking waste tank. But yeah, he's no longer in position to help with updates to his original code, which is fine. We're just using it as a jumping off point. We do plan to refactor everything eventually into fully modified and optimized code. But I would like to see it up and running before I do that, because his was, basically the standard that everybody else was striving for. And so it's worth making the effort to see that and see it in action, especially if you want to improve on his results. That being said, I do not plan to go too much longer today. How many happy faces are going on in here? Some, but not all. We need to do some maintenance in there soon. But I really want to get this advanced furnace done first. I was really hoping to get it done today, but that was precluded that the code was relatively stable and up to date, which, you know, he said it was as of 2024, but I've seen conversations as late as December 2024 requesting changes and updates, and that's when he made the comment that he was no longer in position to make updates. We are going to what? So in addition to the ingot dial, we now need an amount dial. So that means this is no longer well positioned because we don't have room for any other dials here. Not to mention, we don't have a display set to recognize the number being requested. So if I was going to put in another dial, just a second. I never wired up this. There we go. And we'll have a button there, or a dial there, I guess. Switch. All right, dial. There we go. That is called dial amount. All right, hash amount. Going to this device. What is that device? That's an LED display small. Okay, so we need an LED display small. Called LED amount. It's from a console. Okay. I was blanking out there. Still struggling to stay awake. I hate this. I mean, I love it. The rest of the day is quite restful, but... Okay, LED display, small. Man, this is getting uglier and uglier. When I planned all this, it was precluded on everything being, you know, laid out in a much smaller footprint. Now I keep adding on and on to it. It's getting more and more bulky and extreme. All right, so we have our display. We need to name that. LED amount. All right. What are the settings here? Is there a range you can give it? connection. There's no other connection, right? How do you control a dial? Okay, let's get back on track here. All right, so we have our LED amount. We need a memory. Where I see first memory named link. And I believe we have some memory over here. Yeah, we have 3. Okay. Link. Okay, I see it's furnace, mountain link, vent 1, vent 2. All right, we still need pipe analyzers for the O2 and for the volatiles. And that should be it for the new devices. Well, there's still the silo CD. There's this override lever. I don't understand. Where does this override come from? I mean, I know it's a new lever. It's not the flush. It's not the vent. I also have the sorter for the furnace. Let's go ahead and export this to the hash so we can at least just yet. Uh-oh. Where'd I put it? Oh, it's over here. This is hot. Sesame beef. Oh, I probably need to turn them on. I still can't select it. Why not? I don't understand. Code's not working. Oh, this is the max. Okay, so the max we can make. So the minimum if we're going by stacks, the minimum astroloy you can make if you had 50 cobalt, 50 copper, and 100 steel would be 200. $50, 200, 200, 200, 200. So 200 should be the max. Something's happening. Okay. So the maximum 17. Did I set it to 17? I think the ICH is setting it to 17. Okay. Why can't we take a value from that? Alias hash DB. So yeah, we should be reading from the okay. So let's try assigning it a pin. This sucks. ICH hash, ICH furnace. Of course, waste tank caution. It's always waste tank caution. What am I doing wrong? Why is this on? Okay, it's on, but it's 0%, so it's not pushing anything in there. Yeah, there's nothing in the network yet. Well, this is cool. Yeah, there's nothing in here yet. Uh-oh. Let's close this. Should be building up pressure. 2782. Looks like it's drawing an error. Oh. I guess it would help if I sealed this off. Okay. So pressure should start going up in here. Yep. Why does it look like one is internal and one is external? Okay, so this is outward. So, what? Why are they both on then? I'm very confused. Okay, we're going to take a look at the code and see exactly what it's doing. Now, the furnace code isn't even running yet. It's not doing anything right now. We'll confirm that. All right. So we set the dial, we set the button, we set the lever, we set the vent. I don't know why we do this. You're not hurting for code. You're at 3,000 out of 4,000 bytes. Not using any stacks. Okay. All right, hash DB. So you're setting hash. When are you setting that? Okay, let's just go through the code. We have R15, which doesn't seem to be accepted. Okay, this is memlink. Whoops. Confirm that. So this is the vent lever that we call it lever purge. I don't know what override is. We're going to leave that alone. Dial ingot. Button commit. Dial amount. LED amount. SH furnace mem link. Vent 1, vent 2, vent 1, vent 2. We need to get those analyzers in there. All right. Need more gold. Come on, stupid ladder. What did I hit? Oh. Okay. It's not pretty. But it works. Okay. It's going to be PA 02, PA H2. It's still not building up pressure in here because it's both of those are locked on. I don't know. I don't understand why they're both locked on. Setting them out doesn't do anything. Nothing's getting written to memory. And we still can't write to that. All right. Let's take a look at the code. We made some changes. Let's go ahead and commit those to the ICH. Does that change anything here? Still don't understand why we can't select it. Let's go through it again. All right, so mode 17, mode 30. So it's already making its own settings. So I'm assuming mode 17 is the max. Let's check. So I'm going to assume 17 is the number of settings you can have. So you can select which kind of setting on the, from 1 to 17 on the dial to determine which type of ingot you want to smelt with the furnace. The mount mode 30. Does that mean you can make 30 at a time, or is 30 just in a different size setting? So the first setting is 1 ingot, which you can't really do 1 ingot, right? So the minimum you can do is 2. No. So the minimum you can make is 4. Yeah, the minimum you can make is 4. So it has to be something else. 30 is not, it's not actually saying 30 ingots. 30 is going to be something higher. All right, what is this? You're turning it on all the pipe analyzers. Okay. You are loading the batch mode 1. Okay, so R7 is going to be set to the hash override. Where do we see R7 again? Setting R2. Is this right? Okay, we'll come back to that. Mode 0, mode 1. See, this doesn't make sense. External 0, pressure internal. So it's treating external as inside the box, internal 55,000, meaning inside the pipe. But it's never going to hit 55,000 because we're just exposing the box to Martian atmosphere. We don't need an internal tank. Unless this process is very slow, in which case we could speed it up with an inline tank. Okay, first of all, R15 is still returning an error. So this is memory link. This is when we read from memory. When do we write to memory? Okay. So this is when it's set. What are we setting in the furnace? Oh, it's still not closed. Okay, that'll do it. All right, set inward. Set inward. Now we've got them both pressing in. Pressure's going to go up. That is very slow. Okay, but those will keep going until we get to 101. And then what I think I'll do, just because it is rather slow, is we'll remove the vent and we'll replace that with an inline air tank. But it's got to be big. It's got to be. It doesn't have to be too big. Above 6 yet, or above 2, so we're almost up to 4. But yeah, if 101 is the desired pressure in there, that's going to take a long time. Now, I still don't see where R7. See, we've got the vents off here. So there's a call to action for the vents to turn off. But there's no call to action to, to purge the tanks. So he has this override in here. Okay, equal to 0, R13, so alien house, leveler purge, open 2. Okay, so if the lever is purged, if the purge lever is open, it'll turn off the vents. It won't actually purge the atmosphere in there, it'll just turn off the vents. And if it's equal to 0, it leaves the vents on. So the vents are set in such a way vent on here. So the vents are set in such a way that they'll only push atmosphere inside until it gets up to 101. It's like a pressure regulator. And it won't purge any more gas except for 2 kPa. Since we're purging out into atmosphere, 2 kPa is all we'll ever see. So, stupid fucking waste tank. All right, so from what I'm seeing here, this is just kind of like an initialization. Oh, come on. Man, this is getting uglier and uglier. And of course, it won't let me put anything else down because of this. Let's go ahead and wire it up. This is LED amount. Okay. So what is... I guess we have to go this way to get to the top. That's a lot. Let's set it to 200. 200 is about the minimum I can make with my full stacks. Most of my resources are in full stacks. Okay, so we are so close and yet so far. We need to replace this. And actually, we need to break this open because it wants a sorter. We probably don't need a sorter. I don't know why it's mentioning a sorter. All right, first we need to find this R7. I want to know what this override is supposed to do. Oh, jeez, I've been on this the whole time. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so picking up where we left off. R7, TB R7. Okay. It looks like it's irrelevant. So we can comment that out. There is no R7 reference anywhere in this code that I saw.
Air tank low.
Fuck you, air tank. Yeah, no R7. Okay, is R15 still bugged? It is. So we can repurpose R7.
Hunger caution.
It's got the hash display in it. I can't imagine what we're doing wrong. But it just will not take the setting from this. Right now, it's putting out a state 213-464-7745.
Critical.
I'm assuming that is based on a state of 6. It sees the icy housing. I just can't figure out what's wrong.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical.
Oh no. We are low on water. Plants are dying. How much air did we have? Okay, we'll swap out the tank.
Oxygen critical.
Okay. Shit. These things are probably dying back there too. What's wrong with you? Come right here. You're not hitting anything, are you? Nope. I don't know what to do. So we know we don't need this line. It's a ghost. Okay. I'm assuming that's a sorter. I'm assuming this is a sorter. Yep. Oh, it's a sorter, not a stacker. Why is there a sorter in here? We don't want that. Okay, that's where R7 was. That's where the override came from. Okay, now that we know, let's cancel that. I missed that. So R7 is for this. If the override is set, then we're pulling the information from the sorter. So the lever R7 is set. Open or not. If it's open, it's 1. If it's so hash for source. So it's setting output to R7. Okay, purge mixer. Mixer is turned on, set to 0. Then you return here. All right, it loads the setting from the dial. It loads the state of the button. It loads memory. I'll be in R7 hash mem link. Okay, so the memory is meant to keep the lever setting, the sorter setting. So I was looking for an R7 reference in the first year, since that's usually where you see it manipulated afterwards, but or compared or equal, you know, all the operations would occur there. But these are using the R7 value in other operations or in other registers. So we do need it. But we're not going to have a sorter. We're not going to have an override in this system. So this is always going to be 0. Man, I really wanted to finish this today, but I'm out of time. We have made some progress, but I was really hoping to have a working setup up and running today using Barseal's code before I had to start working on my own updated version, but it doesn't look like we're going to have that opportunity. This, as it's implemented right now, is not working code, and I'm not sure why. So as best I can tell, the code is up to date now. Well, as far as my standards are. I mean, this is a button. Silos CD. Setting 2. Oh man, is that R15? That's right, we repurposed R15. Yeah, I gotta just stop for now. This isn't going to get any easier. If I'm gonna have to rewrite this, I'm gonna need to start fresh. I mean, I'm gonna have to be fresh. And I'm just too out of it now. Okay, this turns on the pipe analyzers. I kind of want to just take this stuff out. I should at least comment it out and make sure it's not having any other effects on the code. We've repurposed R7 here. This used to be R15, but when we had it R15, or when he had it R15, it was erroring out here. And I'm not sure why. So let's try R14. But if we go back to 7, it works fine. But I don't know if that works fine because this is 7. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with this. What am I missing here? I've got to go. I got to move on. Performs bitwise logical or operation. Register A, B on the binary representation into 2 values. Each bit of the result is determined by valuing the corresponding bits of the input values. If either bit is 1, the result bit is set to 1. If both bits are 0, the resulting bit is set to 0. All right, so or R1, R7. Oh. All right, so we're going to stop here. I really thought we were going to get to smelting today, but this is one of the caveats. Oh, fucking wasting. This is one of the caveats when you're leveraging other people's work. This is nothing to do with anything wrong with Martial or his code. It's just the nature of the beast. This game has been updated. It's gone through its own iterations. We're up to 24 kilopascals. That's good. But yeah, we just need to catch up with what the game wants to do, how the game sees values and code and various other methodologies when it comes to taking what's been written and processing it in the current version of the game. And yeah, at this point, it might be easier if I just start from scratch. I've got all the pieces I need. I've got everything I want. I just need to figure out a way to get it all working together, and going through and examining the code and figuring out why any of this is not working. Let's just take a look at one of these. Yeah, that's fine. So I imagine all of these are going to be, there we go. I imagine all of these are going to be correct. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, it all looks fine. Still light's misspelled here, but I don't think that's a problem. It's still right, but now that I see that, I have to fix that. Why does he switch from lowercase to uppercase and proper case? But like I said, this isn't Barcel's fault. he made a great application. He made a great script here. And from what I've seen, it's worked great for other people up until now. It's entirely possible I've done something wrong, but I doubt it. It just seems like the code has deprecated since he last updated it, and it's going to be on us to figure out where the deprecation lies. But yeah, I've got no energy left for this. I got to take a break. So I apologize. I wanted to get this done. I wanted to get into advanced furnaces. I wanted to get the ore scanning lenses made, but it didn't happen. And I don't know what it's going to take to get this up and running. So like I said, it might be easier if I just start over, start writing a new hash script and a new. It shouldn't be that hard, especially the hash script. I mean, the stuff it's doing for the vents and the mixer and all that. Yeah, that's. I mean, hold on. LBN. Let me see something here. LBN, it wants a register. Okay, so it's loading into these registers the values. Oh. So R12 and R13, they're going to be the values for the O2 and the H2. Multiply R14 by R13. No, I'll multiply R13 by 2. Save that to R14. Divide R14. Divide R12 by R14. Save that to R14. Add 1. Divide R14 by 100. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never written to a gas mixer using using an IC, so I don't know what setting like what value do we end up with R14? First of all, we're reading based on temperature. I don't know. So I will have to do some research offline and see if I can figure out what this code is meant to be doing and maybe what we need to do next to implement that in the new version of the game. Update 6.19. I don't know if that is a reference to the game's version or to version of the code, Barcel's code. But yeah, I've got to take a break. I'm about to die. But yeah. We need to check our water. We're probably about to die anyway because our water is gone somehow. Yeah, there's no water. I'm assuming it's all in here. 243 liters. It's all hot. This is way too hot. Do I have anything on me? I don't have time for this. Got the ice that fell out when the pipe broke the first time. I really don't know what caused that. Okay, we're getting back to where we need to be. See if that turns off. It does. Okay, we're building up water pressure again. It's hot, but at least we've got water in there. All right, I got to take a break. This stream did not go the way I wanted it to. These morning streams are getting harder and harder to do. I don't know. I may have to rethink my schedule. The morning streams used to be the only streams that I would do. So I would come into these fully rested, put in like up to 3 or 4 hour stream, and then that was it for the day. But now, with the extra streams I'm doing in the afternoons and the evenings, I tend to be more lucid, more awake for those streams. And they are turning out to be better quality streams. They're shorter streams as well. They're only like a couple hours each at most. But, you know, my afternoons, my evenings are middle of the night and morning for Westerners, the majority of people that watch my content. And so I'm getting views, but I'm usually getting views after the fact, like in the VOD replays. But I don't know. I just need to work out a routine that is conducive to allowing me to do these streams in a way that I can be as lucid and alert as possible when I'm doing it and not exhausted or wiped out. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm learning a lot, and you know, we're improving our setup. And that's mainly why I'm doing most of these streams, is just to test the new settings. Most of the testing is going into the OBSBot Tel2 right now. Amazing little device. It's not so little. It's great if you just want it to do what you want it to do. If you want to take advantage of its additional features, that's where you start to get into trouble, because it has so many features. It's hard to adopt any one of them without having to make some sort of investment over and above what your setup already is. So it's a $1,200 camera. And on top of that, if you want to start using things like NDI, then you have to level up your setup to take advantage of NDI and RTSP and those things. And that is not an insignificant investment. And so it's kind of a catch-22. You get this great product, and it is a great product, even if you're just going to use it as a webcam, which they're almost offended when you say that. Just mentioning webcam around OBSBot for one of these things is enough to get their hackles all riled up, and they'll defend it like, oh, don't call it a webcam. It's a PTZ. It's a broadcast camera. It's a production camera. It's all these other things, but it's everything but a webcam in their eyes. But the majority of the people in the market, the majority of people that might even consider buying this, are going to be like medium to large streamers who are looking to level up their stream setups with what is probably the best webcam you can get right now. But like I said, it's real easy to go from that. It's like, oh, well, I mean, what does it take to get this thing wireless and take it outside and these other things? And you can do that, but unless you're willing to invest hundreds, if not thousands of dollars into your kit, you're not going to get very good results from it. You can hook this thing up to an ATEM or video switcher, which downgrades the picture to 1080p. And the picture from this 4K 60 camera, when it downgrades to 1080, it's awful, or at least it was when I tested it. I haven't looked at that since then because it was so bad. We never came back to it. It's like, okay, we will not use it like that, and nobody should use it like that. To my knowledge, there's been no firmware updates for this, but because of the way I use this, I try to minimize how much I use the OpSpot software, and that means that this thing is running independently as just a hardware webcam with no software support. So I haven't actually opened up the application to see if there's any firmware updates available in the last week or so. And the thing's only been out for a couple of weeks. But yeah, that's what we're doing now. That's one of the reasons why I am so busy and, so rushed to get so much content going right now. But again, I really want to get this advanced furnace up and running. This is like my 5th or 6th episode just trying to get it done. And like I said, I've been working on this thing since like day 75, and we're in day 200, we're coming up above or beyond 250. Yeah, we're at 251. But we'll get there. One way or the other, we'll get there. I just need to do some research and figure out what the best way to do it is, since Barcel's code is obviously not the way to go right now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and or follow whichever platform you see this on. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe because that really helps out the channel a lot. If you like the live streams, if you want to be more involved in the participation aspect, then check out twitch.tv/Arcagus. Again, thank you so much, and until next time, you guys be safe. I need to do some research.